Productions.
Hi, welcome to Triloma Productions. Today we're reading this is our 4th day of books. So far we have read The Polar Express, There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed Some Snow, and The Snowy Day. If you have not read those, make sure to go back to our channel after you watch this, and make sure to read our other days. So today is the 4th day of our 25-day countdown, and we are reading The Little Red Sleigh, which is one of my personal favorites. The Red Sleigh, words by Aaron Goldsleberger, pictures by Elzevota Teretyakova. I don't think I pronounced any of that right, but it's just gonna work. The Little Red Sleigh. In a quiet corner of a cozy Christmas shop, there was a little red sleigh, as bright as Christmas morning. She wasn't very big, and she wasn't very fast, but she was very young for a sleigh. But deep inside her strong, sweet heart, Little Red had a big dream. She longed to become Santa's big red sleigh. Everyone in the shop told Little Red that her dream would never come true. It was impossible. She was too small, too slow, and much too young. She couldn't fly, they said. So how could she possibly be Santa's sleigh? Love the snowman. They're so adorable. Little Red wondered if these things might be true. Was she too small, too slow, too young? But she believed deep in her heart that she could fly. Through the sky, she would soar like a bird. She would learn anything. She could be anything. And in Christmas, she was going to prove it. She would travel to the top of the world, find Santa Claus, and show everyone what she was made of. So as winter fell, Little Red went north. Her journey was very difficult. She dragged herself through mud and grime. She crossed rickety bridges and braved treacherous paths. Soon she started to worry she wouldn't make it to the North Pole before Christmas. Then she found some train tracks. "Where are you headed?" asked a friendly train. "To the North Pole," said Little Red. "Off to see the big man, huh?" "Well, climb aboard," puffed Train. Little Red hopped on the train and they chugged away quickly down the line. "You have so many cars," Little Red said. "I wish I was as big as fast as you." I wasn't anything so big or so fast, said Train, when I started out. I had just 2 stock cars. I worked up and down these tracks for a long time before they gave me a 3rd, then a 4th, a 5th, and so on. "Oh, I can't wait to be as big as you," said Little Red. Train laughed. "Be patient, little sleigh. Life builds up one car at a time." As they steamed north, the ground gradually changed from softly rolling hills to vast icy mountains. After many, many miles, the train slowed down and stopped at a station. "This is as far as I go," he said, "but over that ledge you'll find Yellow Truck who can help you go further." "Oh, thank you," said Little Red. As she slid over the hill, she saw a bright yellow truck loaded with Christmas trees. "Hello," said Little Red's sleigh. "Can you show me the way to the North Pole?" "Happy to," Yellow Truck said. "I'm heading that way myself to deliver these Christmas trees to the big man. Hop on." In the truck, Little Red snuggled between trees. Surrounded by the sweet scent of pine, Yellow Truck drove down a narrow road, rounding curves, dodging holes, and gladly smoothing over bumps. "Wow," said Little Red. "I wish I could drive like you do." "Well now," Yellow Truck said, It was always so. Used to be no one thought I could make deliveries. Then one winter I took a load of trees up north. It was just a few, but the next time I got more trees, and more. Life seems to build up one tree at a time." That afternoon, snow began to fall. Ice covered the roads. Yellow Truck tires slipped and slid. His windshield wipers ran fast and faster as the snow fell harder and harder. "We have to pull over," hollered Yellow Truck. Little Red could barely hear him through the whipping wind. She closed her eyes and held tight. She feared that if she flew off, she would be lost, and then would never find the North Pole. When they stopped, Little Red carefully opened her eyes. Snow was still swirling, but through it she saw twinkling lights. Red, green, blue, and white. Was this the North Pole? Had they finally made it? "Do you see Santa Claus?" asked Little Red. She strained her eyes, but she could see nothing through the blur of falling clouds. I'm sorry. Snow, not falling clouds. Sorry. I'm sorry, said Yellow Truck. We didn't make it to the North Pole. We'll have to stay here until the storm lets out. Little Red nestled deep in the bed of Christmas tree, thankful for the shelter. But she watched the snow pile up and up. Her heart felt heavy. She had come so far, and it was nearly Christmas. How could she ever get to the North Pole? Little Red fell asleep, sniffling and wishing for Santa. In the morning, the sun rose high and bright. The storm was over. Happy Christmas Eve, Little Red said. We'll get moving so you deliver these trees in time. Afraid not, said Yellow Truck. My tires are stuck tight. I can't go anywhere today, but you should take a long look at town. I'll keep an eye on you from here. You never know what you might find when you look around someplace new. Little Red thanked Yellow Truck and stood off the trees, out of the back and down the street. She hadn't gone very far when the pair of mittened hands suddenly picked her up. Oh, wow, a sleigh! A little girl in a purple parka hugged Little Red to her chest and held tightly as she ran down the street and up the top of the hill. The girl sat on Little Red, and then Little Red was just the right size for the little girl. Together, they flew down the hill again and again, sliding through the snow. Other children joined in. Little Red played all the day, helping each child soar through the air, watching their faces light up with joy. This is what it feels like to fly. I'm doing it, said Little Red, her heart bursting with pride. At supper time, the girl in the purple parka brought Little Red home. When Little Red closed her eyes that night, the end of Christmas Eve, she felt like she was still flying. The next day, on Christmas morning, Little Red woke up and sighed. She hadn't made it to the North Pole. She hadn't met Santa Claus, and now it was too late. Little Red was so disappointed, she started to cry. But then she noticed a small red envelope tucked beside her. It was addressed to her. Dear Little Red, Christmas is time for giving. Each year I deliver treasures to children around the world, hoping to bring them joy, but sometimes I need a little help. Yesterday, you delivered Christmas joy to many children. Thank you so much. You made each of those children very happy, and you did it just by being yourself. You're a very special sleigh indeed. I could really use someone like you in the North Pole. As a special thank you, you're cordially invited to visit me in the North Pole next year as we prepare for the holidays. Merry Christmas. Love, Santa Claus. Little Red couldn't believe her eyes. The North Pole, with Santa Claus, her dream had come true. Just then, the girl in the purple parka bounded down the stairs, and Little Red was ready. At last, she understood what she was meant to do. She would build her life out, spreading joy one child at a time. Merry Christmas. Okay, so that concludes the story of Little Red Sleigh, and I believe this is our 4th day of reading. Thank you for reading one of my personal favorites, Little Red Sleigh, with me, and I hope you join us tomorrow for our next book. That starts with the letter H and ends with the letter E, and the last word is alone. Hope you can guess based off that. Yeah. It's one of a big hit. So I really hope you enjoy that, and thank you again for listening to this with me. Please like and subscribe this video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.